George Fant, tackle, being signed by the New York Jets. So this actually, I was going to react to this earlier today, but it got interrupted by the Stephon Diggs trade. So I stopped what I was doing. I halted it. I was like, okay, I got to do this right now. So I had to go over to the Stephon Diggs trade. But George Fant has been signed by the New York Jets, and really, I think you could see this in a multitude of ways. I think you look at this signing, and some people would say it might be a little bit of a desperation signing. I think some people will look at it as, $10 million for like a backup per year. What are they doing? I think when you consider what the Jets needed coming into free agency, they really needed offensive linemen. 4 of their offensive linemen that started in 2019, all free agents. The biggest position of need for the Jets has been the tackle position. Right tackle, left tackle, doesn't matter. Fant can play both, so that is a positive. He's only 3 years into his career. This will be his 4th year in 2020, so he's still very young. He's going on to his year 28. He's going to be 28 years old. Last year, he played 7 games. He started 10 games in his rookie season. He started 7 games as well in 2018. So he's kind of been like the Vitae of Seattle. Like, he stepped up to the plate when guys have gone down, and I do believe in his rookie season he started a fair amount of games because Seahawks really didn't have any other options. They then brought in Dwayne Brown, and they kind of moved Fant to more of a backup swing tackle kind of role. So Fant now goes from a swing tackle in Seattle to a starting tackle with the Jets. In terms of his PFF grading, he doesn't grade horribly, but he doesn't grade well either. He graded as the 57th best tackle, so if you split that left tackle, right tackle, he's somewhere in the bottom end of a starting tackle in the NFL. So considering the money that they gave him, I do feel like it's a overpay for sure. It's definitely an overpay, but when you take a look at this move, I think I'm trying to be positive with it. I'm trying to say, okay, the Jets, maybe they see some potential in him that other teams don't see. Maybe they see an extra gear to him where maybe he can develop even more. Because remember, this guy is a very athletic tackle. He's played tight end at times. That's how athletic he is. So he has the athletic tools to be a capable tackle. He's 6'5", 322. Like I said, he's still a young player. He's still developing. And I think the Jets think that they can continue to develop him and really have a player on their hands that can be a starting capable tackle. And when you look at it, I mean, it does to me scream a little bit of a desperation move because it did immediately follow Conklin being signed by the Cleveland Browns, Joe Thuney being franchised, Glasgow not going to the Jets but going to the Broncos. I mean, a lot of things today have happened for the offensive line market, and they have all avoided the Jets. The Jets, they kind of had to hit this second, third tier of offensive linemen, and they knew coming in that they really needed to sign someone. So they had to probably lose their leverage a little bit, and all the leverage was on the side of George Fant. So to me, for the Jets, I like getting this player. I think it's an upgrade for the position that they had from last year. But I do believe that it's a complete overpaying. It is a desperation move, and it's not a guy that's proven that he can be a capable starting tackle in the NFL for a long period of time. This is a little bit of a reach, and it just screams of a move that we had nowhere else to go. We basically were in a corner, and we needed to pay somebody to save face, basically. So I don't love those type of moves. I don't love moves out of desperation, and that's exactly what this screams from the Jets. While the Bills are making these big-time moves that really make sense for their team, Miami is making great moves. The Jets, to me, are going backwards in adding to their roster. And again, even though Fant could be a good player, and he could still develop into that good tackle, I just can't say he is worth $10 million a year. It is weird, though. A lot of these contracts have been coming out throughout free agency. a lot of these 3-year, $30 million type of contracts, and that's the case for this one as well. But that's my feeling on George Fant going to the New York Jets.